The pride of serving their country is still reflected in the eyes of these veterans. Toby Tobias drove a truck for the 233rd Salvage Collecting Company in the days after the Normandy invasion. He had opportunities to be promoted to a higher-ranking job, but felt he was needed on the front lines and placed his ego second to the mission.
Had an opportunity and offers to be a squad leader, and I turned it down. And I was told that if it didn't go on and being a squad leader or another field, besides being a truck driver, they say you're only going to be a PFC for the duration of the service, of the war. And I said, well, I'd be happy to do that.
For 30 years, Ralph Jimenez served proudly as a U.S. Marine Corps admin chief. In each of those decades, he was stationed in combat zones: World War II in the 40s, Korea in the 50s, and Vietnam in the 60s. Although he was fortunate enough to be out of harm's way during all three wars, he knows who the real heroes were and how valuable their contributions were to the Allies' victory.
I was the one that folded the flag in Fresno and gave it to the mother and see the son buried. Okay, this is as close as I got to that sort of thing. But when I see my compadre, Isidore Sanchez, who got wounded twice, in Orozco, and they're on a pedestal.
Ralph often talks about the liberation he felt in leaving California for the battlefield and speaks from the heart of the Latinos' contribution to the war effort. This despite the initial skepticism about their ability to fight and even their right to call themselves Americans.
Unfortunately, I had to take those wars to prove that we are a bowl of cultures in the United States, and that we can and do mix well, particularly in the battlefield. And it was proven. And the graves prove it too. You see the cemeteries, Lopez, Gonzalez, Rosario, and people today, I don't think they look at the names, whether they're foreign to them or not. I think they say, hey, there's an American that died. And so that's changed.
As he did during his Army career, Captain Cecil Atondo continues to command. He now heads up an honor guard unit that, on an average of 3 times per week, lays to rest another fallen comrade, an occasion that can impact even the most hardened and decorated veteran.
It kind of touches, you kind of choke a little bit, and I got to control myself in that area. The sad part is that, you have lost a comrade, a man or a female that has served our country with distinction and honor.
It's a loss. Even strangers, I read in the obituaries in some Navy fellow or Air Corps. It doesn't matter to me who, this is a comrade died, and that's just, gee, it kind of, you feel sad. You can't just say, well, okay, so you can't say that. You can't do that because we were a breed, They were together at one time for the same purpose.